In today's video about tasks, we're going to talk about task lists. So let's start off with, we're in our calendar view, and if you open up tasks, you'll have your main task list. This is the same task list I had last time. And it's usually going to be called, like, if you only have one list, it's going to be called like My Tasks or something like that, okay? And then everything just drops into that list. And if you use your to-do list like you should, you probably would have about 50 items or so uh, on your to-do list. And you don't want to have them all in the same list because that is overwhelming. And you want to have a list that's short enough where you can just kind of scan it real quick and see what you have, what you have to do and that kind of thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the task view. So you can click this button right here. So this button on the side just opens up a little sidebar thing. This switches to your tasks view. So, and this has all my lists. I'm going to show you what lists I have and kind of explain why. You can create more lists. I'm going to move this over. So you can click here to create more lists, create a new list. So that's what I did. I just clicked that button, created all these lists. So what I have is today. So the main ones I have are today, this week, this month, and later. Okay. So, and the use is pretty obvious. So all the to-dos, things that I want to get done this month, I put here. When I do a weekly planning, I'll move certain ones to this week. So these are my weekly goals. This basically kind of follows the 411 plan. So if you have your 411, you can populate this with what you got going on in there. And then, every day I'll like look at my weekly list and I was like, okay, I'll get these particular things done. Or I'll create new items that, like, for the week it might be like kind of a project, but then there's like a first step, and that's what I'm going to get done today. So I'm going to do that on today, that kind of thing. Okay. Waiting is for things that I can't do anything. I'm waiting for someone else to do something. So then every once in a while, every day, I'll take a look at my waiting list and see, okay, who do I need to light a fire under to get something moving on one of these? So that's my, who can I call? So it has that kind of information. And then later is like later. That's usually where I'll put to-do items that are scheduled for specific days way down the road. You know, um, so I might have something like uh, check on someone's lease is about to expire, reach out to them, that kind of thing, and that's like 2 years from now. Okay, so that'll be in that later list. Recurring is for any recurring items that I have, anything that I want to have. So I set some recurring items that happen every week, every month, that kind of thing. I want them in here. And the reason that I do that is because this is just one of those little weird things about the tasks, Google Tasks, is if you have a recurring task, you cannot move it around in your list. So I'll just put it all in just one place, and then, because it's kind of an automated thing, I don't really need to look at it very often anyway, and it's going to pop up on my calendar and whatever. So I don't need to really mess with it. So recurring items I would set to like specific day and time, so it'll be on directly on my calendar. So anyway, that is using your task lists in Google Tasks.